So I'm back again. Welcome back to another channel, and I'll give you my post-press conference reaction. So if you like my videos, can you please stick a like up and also subscribe if you are new. And tonight, like I said, I'm going to talk about our performance tonight against Leeds United. We lost by 2-1. That is our 9th defeat in 11 games and 2 draws, and we're in serious trouble at the moment in time. So we see what the journalists and the press said about that defeat. And today, Lee Ryder's verdict says better, but let's be fair, Newcastle could have been much worse of late. Have to agree. We only showed up for 30 minutes. First half, we were absolutely dire. Again, no shots on targets. Second half, we played better, but we had 22 shots. 20 shots on target. Well, not 20 shots on target, but 22 goal attempts, but 5 of them were on target. It's not what you do with it. It doesn't matter how many shots you've had. It's what you do with it. And Newcastle only got 1 goal to show for it. That was from Miggy Almiron halfway down the good game. But the action chances, though, Lascelles went close, Shaw went close, Jamal Lewis should have done better a shot. We had some chances, mind. Good ones as well. Just didn't take any. And now Almiron's finish for the equalising goal is a good finish, even though the keeper got a hand to it. But we consider 2 poor goals. Rafinha got the first goal after Almiron gave the ball away, and then scored from that. And then the second goal, if you watch it again, Jack Harrison had the freedom of St James Park on the left-hand side. Where's our wing back? And he just got there, and he could have passed our dog, leaving the keeper with absolutely no chance whatsoever. But again, another defeat. And when's our next winger to come from? And that's the thing. We've just not been good enough in Newcastle. So, and just got Lee Ryder again. Newcastle were better after the break, but still no wins in 11 matches in all competitions. I said before, when we played Leeds at Ellen Road after that defeat, I said we're not going to win another game under this manager. We won't, because the guys lost. But the players did it for themselves, and I don't care what anyone say. The players did it for themselves, and that's the bottom line. So got some comments already. Stupid in, and he said, "Hello, John. How are you? Hope you're okay." Thomas says, "Evening, John. Thomas, hope you're okay." Thomas can get the cabbage out of my face. It's blood in my eyes. Listen, man, I'm going to get rid of it now at this moment in time. So I'm just going to go into another stop the screen and get onto another one. I've got obviously got to go onto NUFC's 360's website, Twitter handle in a minute. Let's look at what I always have to say. So I was just going to scroll through it. There's some canny ones tweets on here. I'm going to go to NUFC 98094. He made a good tweet. I want to be patronised. I've been told that was exciting and an improvement. We've just been beaten off a promoted team again, which has failed to score in the previous 3 games and have conceded most away goals. 2 goals in 9 games, no win in 11, 9 wins in 40 games. That's relegation form, by the way. 39 goals scored, not enough. 29 goal difference, minus 29. And he's asking Steve Bruce to resign. Seriously not good enough. That is a record that I don't ever want to see at my club ever again. Sackable offence, man. And going to NUFC 360, time to go. And the same Twitter handler said, full time, another loss 2 on the Leeds. Don't give a toss about the second half improvement. He has to go. Totally agree. Because this manager, honestly, he's going to say, oh, we learn better. But at the end of the day, not good enough, as has been proved. The second half is the best Bruce can do, and it's never enough, and he has to go. We only turned up for 30 minutes in the second half. That was it, because the first half we were absolutely shambolic again. And then you got Jamal Lascelles, real disappointment in the terms of the result. I thought we were the better team, but I don't think anyone can question our work ethic. Sorry, Jamal, I'm going to disagree with you on that one, mate. We only played for 30 minutes. That was it. Yes, we had 22 goal attempts, 5 were on target. That was it. And only 1 goal to show. That, for me, is where the problem lies. You can't score goals, let alone keeping a clean sheet. And then we got Luke Edwards from the Telegraph. It was better, a lot better in the second half, particularly for Newcastle, but it was another defeat. All 3 of Ashley's football advisors, 2 of them with no real experience in football, it should be pointed out, were here. I reckon Bruce will now get Everton and the Palace games. I'm not being funny, but he is the luckiest manager alive. Any other club, and he would have been absolutely sacked. In fact, he wouldn't be employed in the first place. And the only reason he come to Newcastle is because he was desperate for the job. He's got the worst record in the Premier League history. This guy, 28 win percentage. I'm sorry, that's unacceptable. And how is he allowed to stay in this job? I just don't know. It baffles us. He is an absolute fraud, and he must be counting his lucky stars. I mean, there's a tweet out for the Galloway shots today, which I looked at, when he looked stressed and he looked haggard. And he said, oh, God. Yeah? If I was Steve Bruce, I would resign because the job's too big for him. Can't handle it. But he's not a quitter. Remember that. And he says he's never shy away from this job. Really. But it's just a shame he had to shy away from the written press. Poor Steve. Now I've got Miles Starforth from the Shields Gazette. Steve Bruce has said, we're rocked by the goal. In fact, we're unfortunately gifted. We tweaked a few things. The second half, the performance was arguably the best it's been for a few weeks. For 30 minutes, Steve. For 30 minutes, yeah? Let's not forget that. And he also added, I don't think I've been in a position to play my best team. Let's hope Alan stays well and Ryan Viersa stays well. Let's hope if they're both fit, clear them through. And I've got Holly Blades. Holly, how are you doing, pet? Hope you okay. Thanks for that for your donation. Thank you for subscribing to us as well. Very much appreciated. If you send us a message on the YouTube channel, yeah, I'll get you subscribed as well. Because at the moment, I'm trying to look for names who's subscribers. I cannot find it. But listen, like I said, please send a message on there. And hopefully, if I get a chance, I will subscribe to you straight away. So there you go. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And it'd be very much appreciated. I'm just going to go into Mark Douglas's tweet as well. Get one share the screen. Because he's a very good journal as well for the Chronicle. And see what I have to say. He says a few things as well, mainly after the game. If I can just find it out. And the Chronicle said better, but it could have been much worse. 9 defeats and 2 draws, that's not good enough for Steve Bruce. Not good enough for the club. And this is LEFC data. This is from Leeds United. Second half statistics. Possession of the ball 40% 52. 15 shots on target. 5 was on target. 6 corners. 9 chances. And I'm not going to read all of that because at the end they could judge for yourselves in the moment. So we have goals. And what I will say is, yes, second half was much better for 30 minutes, but the first half needs selecting. And after Jeff Hendricks, I thought he was just okay. One of the best players, just okay. But for me, the man of the match for me is Aaron Saint-Maximin. He came on the second half and he changed the game, basically. And I just hope now he's fit enough to start in games. And he's got to start on Saturday against Everton if he's that fit. And I hope he starts. And Ryan Fraser. And Callum Wilson's got off the ball at this moment in time. Okay, he's not getting the service. But at the end of the day, he looks frustrated. He looks lost. I do like him. I think he's a canny player. But I just think he looks a bit lost at this moment in time. In his defence, he's not getting any service. So, like I said, what can you do? let's hope we go to Everton on Saturday and do something. If we play like that in the second half, we're actually going to get something out of the game. But if he's going to revert back to the 5-4-1 and play ball and football like he did in the first half, we are not going to win games. It's as simple as that. So, got Claire again. Which Newcastle do you think would turn up in the next game, John? First half Newcastle or second half Newcastle front tennis? Claire, the second half is fantastic for 30 minutes, I'm afraid. But they got to do it on a regular basis. Where's that performance? Why have this performance haven't been shown in other games? I just don't get it. Don't get it at all. And it is so frustrating because we have got good players at the club, but he just cannot get a tune out of this team. I have to be quiet because my mum's in bed, by the way, so I don't want to shout, but there you go. But that's a good question, Claire. I just hope they put a second half performance into the Everton's game and give it a right go. Do that and we get beat. Fine. It's just the way we get beat. You know? But 22 shots attempts and only 5 on target. It's not how many shots you've got, how many chances you've had. It's what you do at the bar. It's putting the ball in the back of the net. And that's very, very important. Again, but I'm worried about Newcastle at the moment. I really am because, like I said, we're just not winning games. We're not getting chances which comes our way. And I hope Saint-Maximin and Fiesa start on Saturday. And then I'll give Wilson another go up front. But you can't play 5-4-1 because for me, we're not going to win games like that. But I've noticed in the second half, we played 4-2-3-1. And I thought Jacob Murphy had a shot as well, which is very unlucky before he's hauled off. And it just goes to show, if we play okay when Joe Linton's on the team. Joe Linton, I just cannot see him in the team at the minute. And I do not want to see this guy ever play for Newcastle ever again. Because he is not good enough. So, Claire again, exactly. You got to improve in front of the goal. You got to turn up for the whole 90 minutes. Claire, you're absolutely right. I mean, I can't remember the last time Callum Wilson scored, to be honest with you. It's been quite a while at this moment in time. That's a shame because I think he's a quality player, but he's just not getting the service whatsoever. And Active Aaron, hope you're okay. The frustrating thing is sometimes you get a glimpse of what we are capable of, like Tandy's. Just proves that good player has been held back by the manager. Well said, man. And Thomas, instead of Bruce being called Cabbage, we will call him and actually the Brussels and the Sprout. You know what it is? I've got to put on a tweet at some stage. You know what I mean? That's cracking that mind. I got Keith. I hope you're okay, my friend. Keith, our next 6 games, I could already see us getting 2 points. Everton, Palace, Southampton, Chelsea. I'd Man U on top of that as well, because we're not winning that game neither. And we may get a point for Wolves and West Brom. I'm very worried about the team at the moment. I'm not holding much hope that we're going to stay up the season as long as this manager is still here. He's a fool of a manager and he has to go. But Mike Ashley is still going to keep him until the end of the season, apparently. I'm absolutely flabbergasted if they're going to keep him. Because at the end of the day, the teams are going to think we're an easy touch. And Leeds has proved that in the first half. Such an easy touch. They could have scored 3 goals in the first half. Just goes to show. And Jason says, even John Housey, mate, 2 goals in 9, no wins in 11, 9 wins in 40, 39 goals scored in 29. It says it all, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I mean, I saw that tweet earlier on, and to me, it's just shocking. Absolutely awful. That's relegation form, that. And he's still ain't doing that about it. And he still gets the earnest pay. Furious just isn't a word. Jason, I'm not being funny here, but I'll go back to what Claire said. You got to turn up for the whole 90 minutes, and she's absolutely correct. And the fact of the matter is, I don't know what Steve Bruce is going to do. I mean, he can't do anymore. I don't know if you see his tweet today. He had his hands like that. Thinking, my God, the job's too big for him. He needs to walk away. And Aaron again, yes, baby. I tweeted that this morning, this match, but the second half had the players telling Boost, F off, we're doing it our way, written all over it. And I'll tell you something, mate, it sounds like it. It sounds like it. And I got Jason as well. You've seen this after that interview. He says he's seen enough to take the confidence forward to our next games. How many times has he said that this season? He keeps saying it all the time. It's just all Joss. It's all lip service from this manager. I'm telling you, he's a fraud. I don't want him in the club again. Has to go. But at least he didn't say, we hope, you hope. I mean, the fact of the matter is, he's going to take confidence. But at the end of the day, he still has to go because you lost again. How much more are we going to take from this manager? Seriously, real talk. But please put a like onto my channel and please as well subscribe to us. I've got over 300 subs now, which is fantastic. I so meared up. I think I had 50 in about 5 days, so I must have done something correct. But my ambition on this YouTube channel, I want to get 1,000 so I can do my sweat chats. And then I can do bigger and better things at this moment in time. Now I've got 303 subscribers now, which is great. And I've got plenty of contents to do. What I'm going to be doing tomorrow, I don't know. But I'm going to do my player ratings, I think, for tonight's game. So I'm going to have a good thing about it. Thursday, I might do a bonus one. You just never know. On the Friday, I'm going to do my match preview. Hopefully with Sam Chipperfield, because he wants to come on my chat. So I'm going to chat to Sam. He has plenty to say because he's not a very happy Newcastle fan at the moment. So check it out as well because he's my guy. And on Saturday, I'm going to do a watch along against Everton. That's early kickoff though. But I must go to the BR on Saturday for a check-up. And listen, if I can get back on time, I'll do a watch along. No doubt about it. It's got to be done. And Claire, always enjoy your streams. Spend time. Claire, I love you, sis. You're absolutely gorgeous. I love you so much. You're my #1 fan. Even though you support Man United. But who cares? I don't get who seems to support. Come on my channel. So good. For fun. And Jason, our next 6 fixtures: Everton away, Palace at home, Southampton at home, Chelsea away, Man U away, Wolves at home, West Ham away. Where's the next one, let alone win? Oh my God. I don't win none of them, to be honest with you. I don't think you will. We just ain't good enough. We just cannot score goals. We cannot defend. I just don't create enough. What can I say? I'm supposed to be positive. I love to be positive like Claire, but at the minute as a fan, I just cannot at the moment. I'm genuinely believe we're going to get relegated this season if Brighton or Fulham pick up the points. But I know to take it one game at a time, man. But Everton will not be easy because they have been good teams this season. They beat Leicester away. They beat Arsenal at home. And they were top of the table early in the season. And they're still fighting for the Champions League for top 4. And I think they may just do it. They might. But then again, we don't see it do against top teams anymore. You know what I mean? We were lucky against Everton at St. James's early in the season. They had half the team out. But we're not going to beat them because I think they're letting them have all the play. I don't feel confident going to that game. That's why we lost 9 games to 11. If you cannot beat Brentford, and we struggle against Newport, struggled against Rochdale last season, struggled against Oxford, how are we going to beat these top teams? We just cannot. But if we get beat on Saturday, and I said this could be his last game, we get beat on Saturday, he'll be done. He'll be gone. And then again, people saying, hang on a minute, he'll not get the sack. I just had a tweet off earlier on, and he told us and said he will not get sacked until the end of the season. Then he'll get sacked at the end of the season. He should be sacked now, not the end of the season, because the lad is a joke, an absolute joke. And that's just how it is. I thought Amiron had an excellent game and then second half much better. Yes, he gave the ball away in the first half, but better in the second half. Scored a good goal, and I just hope that we just don't see this 5-4-1 formation ever again. But with Steve Bruce, you just don't know. And John, hope you're okay, mate. Bruce needs to go, man. There's no plan, no identity, tactics, far too negative. Yes, he is. And there's no plan B, there's no fight. Well, it's sure fight and eat like 30 minutes, but in other games, there's no passion, there's no fight, there's no spirit. Absolutely not. Again, the players tonight, I don't care what people say, they've done it for their own. They've done it for their own. And you got even if we continue to play like we did against Leeds in the second half, we'll do enough to stay up and should score a lot more goals. The trouble is, though, we're not scoring enough goals, are we? When was the last time we scored 3 goals in the game? 3 goals in the game. When was the last time we've done that? It's been a long time since we scored 3. I think we scored 3 against Burnley at home, and that's the last time we scored 3 goals. Ain't good enough. And just as Joelin didn't feature for the second game in a row, increasing the transfer rumours. Any updates? Do you know what, Jason? I just give him away. He ain't a footballer. He's more like a male model, to be honest. Or just driving back to the Copacabana beach in Brazil. That'd be the best place for him. Let me tell you, he's at the top of his tan. But until then, he ain't good enough for Newcastle. He ain't good enough. And yet, people haven't digging us out because I slagged him off. I'm being real. He ain't good enough. Not a footballer. Sorry, Joe fans. He ain't a footballer. And John Murray said, well, I feel so sorry for Callum Wilson. The man starts later up top. I wouldn't blame him if he leaves in the summer. Neither do I. I'd love him to stay, but I just can't see him staying in Newcastle if he's not going to get the service. But Bruce has got to go first before Callum does. And Dan said, play what we did in the second half and we'd be okay. Personally, I don't think we'll go down. I'm not sure about that, Darren. I mean, that's your opinion, and I respect that. Listen, if you look at the form, 9 defeats, 2 draws, and we won something like 9 games in 30-odd games, that's a poor record, boy, lad. I don't feel confident staying up this season. Let's be real about that. But that's your opinion. I respect it. And Thomas said, all I asked for Christmas was supposed to be sacked and the takeover to happen. If only, Thomas, if only, mate. In daily football, even, I thought we deserved at least a point for how we play in the second half. We had plenty of chances. I think we hit the woodwork twice, and we had plenty of good goal scoring opportunities. The problem is you got the chance which comes our way. And yeah, we've been unlucky. I think their keeper's been excellent, and he made 2 cracking saves. Then I got Jason again. Julian offers out. Hendricks off and out. It's players like those two going to get us relegated because their offers absolutely out. They don't bring out to the table. And Alvin said, Bruce isolates the cars with rocket science to set up a team to attack without leaving massive holes at the back. Ridiculous. You're right. And John said, I have a feeling it's going to be another reconsideration. Charlie Ashley would get rid when it's too late. That's their way. They haven't got a footballing brain. Look at Frank Lampard. He got sacked yesterday. We lose, 5 games? And he got sacked for it as well. And how stupid is still in the job? I cannot believe it. And then Fulham have to win 3 games to overtake us. Can you see Fulham win 3 games? I can, actually. I can. Listen, they've drawn too many games. They only won twice this season, but they're playing fantastic football to Scotty Parker, They've done well against Liverpool. The goal against Liverpool, goal against Man U, and lost by 2-1. But Fulham are not conceding silly goals now. And Scotty Parker's changed his tactics. He plays 4-2-3-1. Sometimes plays 3 at the back. He's flexible, this manager. And I tell you something, I think he did okay. I can see Fulham staying up. And I could also see Brighton staying up as well. And unless we book up the ideas, I'm not being funny, but we'll be down doing. And it can cost us a takeover. Because the only way this club's going to be successful and get our fans back and the club back is to get a takeover. Until then, our club is just a banter club and we're just sinking faster than Titanic. And John said, we're definitely in the relegation fight now, but who do we get in if he sacks Steve Bruce? I would even take Pardew back at this point. John, I'd take Nigel Pearson or Eddie Howe, or even take Thomas Frank from Brentford, but that would be difficult. But I think it'd be Nigel Pearson until the end of the season, so you can get the players in the right positions. He had to get Watford up, but he got sacked, which is very, very odd. With one game to go, and Watford deserved to go doing after that. But Nigel Pearson for me. Jason, over 450 Premier League games to CV. Okay, fair enough. That's a great achievement. He always lost 200 of them, and the stats also say it's the worst manager in Premiership history. Not so great achievement now. This is going to be his final job, mate. He will not get another big job after this. There's no way. And he is still one of the worst managers in history. Okay, it's been over 20 years, but he hasn't achieved anything, has he? I just hope that he leaves Newcastle. He has to. Because if he doesn't, then we'll be going down and if they keep him after that, then fans will not turn up to watch that dross of his game. I'm telling you that and out. So, yeah, he's got a poor record in the Premier League. And John says, I think Nigel Pearson is the safest option to end the season, then Eddie Howe, if he's still available. Parts of me of Eddie Howe saying, yeah, he fancy it. And parts of me saying that his family will not move up the North East. Also, Celtic wants him as well. So, for me, if I take either Pearson or Howe, I wouldn't have any complaints. No complaints whatsoever, because Nigel Pearson, he's done a good job at Leicester City. He kept him up from nowhere, and he's done it. And what was this award? The sack. But they should have given him another season on top. I think he would have done okay. And Darren's given us the next 5 games for Fulham. It's Brighton, West Brom, Leicester, West Ham, Everton. Oh, and don't forget, Fulham already beat Leicester away, And Brighton could be a winnable game for them. West Brom could be a winnable game for them. I fancy Fulham might do it, I think Fulham might just get away because they do play cracking football, mind. I think Fulham will win one of those games, Brighton or West Brom. If they win them both, we're in real trouble. I'm telling you that for now. Same with Brighton. And John again, yep, they looked down and out. A year later, they won the league crazy. That was under Claudio Ranieri. But don't forget, Pearson laid the foundations. Claudio took up the medal and won the league with the virtually the same players that Pearson's had. So it does work. It depends on the manager's magic, and Claudio's got that magic. And he also took to the Champions League quarterfinals as well before he got sacked. See, look, football's a funny old game. They've got Jason, no doubt about it. Fulham would definitely pick up points and we slip further down and further behind. And talks about a manager called Graham Jones becoming a manager. What do I think about that? Do you know what it is, right? I don't feel comfortable with this guy being manager, Graham Jones, if Bruce is sacked and he takes over. He's done awful at Luton Town. His record at Luton wasn't pretty. He nearly took them relegated until Nathan Jones came in and took the mental, took over, basically, and kept them up. But if it's Graham Jones, I'm sorry, but not for me. It's a huge job to take on when you've got virtually no experience whatsoever. So, not for me. And John said, is he not just a coach? He's a great coach because he's done it under Roberto Martinez at Belgium and Wigan. And then he was manager, he went to West Brom, and he wasn't that good as assistant manager neither. And then he went to Luton and took the job on, and he wasn't that great. And that is a shame because the fact of the matter is, I just don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's ready for this job. It's a huge job to take on. And if he doesn't pull it off, then this managerial career will be ended before he even starts. And in Fulham's last game of the season, Newcastle at home, OF, and that's comes from Darren. And Thomas says he used to coach Luton Town, which, like I said, he wasn't that great. He got sacked before he took them down. Do you know what I mean? But that's just the way it is. I wouldn't touch Graham Jones, but I've had Baz on me sure and he's on a live watch along, and he made a great point. If Bruce gets a sack, they get Graham Jones as a number 2 and get Eddie Howe as manager. That's what he said, not me. That's what he said, but you never know. And then Judge said, I heard there's a lad by the name of Joey Barton looking for work. Well, he's looking for work, but not this job, because Mike Ashley will not touch him. Not the way Joey Barton had to go at Mike Ashley in the past. I cannot see Joey coming to Newcastle. He come to Newcastle, but not in the Mike Ashley. And John said, it's a great addition to the coaching staff or coaching team, but manager, no for me. That is a no for me. That makes both of us, doesn't it? So, I was going to say, please like and subscribe. I'll do this another 10 minutes or so before I wrap it up, like, so I've got to get up in the morning. So, at this moment. So, I've got Everton on Saturday, and I just fear for the worst. And then we've got to play Palace at home. Hopefully, right, Steve Bruce. I hope he's gone. And for me, the sooner he goes, the better. Because I can't have him in my club. No way. So, I don't know. I'll be looking to get 2 points out of those games. 2 points out of the next 5 or 6 games. We'll be in the bottom 3. No doubt about it. It's only a matter of time, you know. And I'm just looking at a couple of news coming out in Newcastle at the minute. Danny Mills, right? And please leave a comment down in the section down below. I'll read this out a bit, yeah, about Danny Mills. Danny Mills said Newcastle fans would be mad to want Steve Bruce sacked after the Leeds performance. Also, you think of that, guys? And Dan said, can someone explain this spitting incident because I must have missed it? Well, basically, there's a spat between Rodrigo and Veja. I think, if I remember correctly, I think Shaw got fouled. I could be wrong in this. One of them got fouled, yeah. And then they're face to face. And then obviously Rodrigo actually spat at him, sort of thing as well. And it was missed by the referee. VAR didn't see it, but I'm sure they pick up on that. But Rodrigo did spat at Shaw, which I think is an absolute disgrace. Horrible. So I'm sure VAR will find out. And I hope he gets charged for it because you can't have that in the game, especially if you've got COVID around as well. Unacceptable. He's a talented lad, but he shouldn't be doing that. He shouldn't be cheating at all. He's trying to get Shaw sent off as well. Shaw went up to him and he just fell down like a sack of potatoes and that. Shaw was very happy about this. So Rodrigo stood up to him and kind of spat at him as Shaw was going like that. So there you go. And I got Jace again. If you wake up in the morning to the news being sacked, what would your reaction be? Do you know what? I'll be flipping celebrating. I would say, yay, he's gone. He's gone. But he should have gone in after Liverpool last season. I've always said that, mate. He should have gone after Liverpool. And John says, the agenda against us in the media is a joke. Danny Mills is the latest one to come out and say, we'll be mad if they sack him. What's this guy on? But has he not done a record or something? So Danny Mills has never managed anyway. He's a poor pundit as well. I think he's quite arrogant as well on TalkSport. I wish I could slap him. There you go. And John said, we made out that we demand challenging for titles. We just want a team that tries an honest advantage. That's what I want. Mate, I don't want to win titles. I don't want to be Champions League. I just want to play football the right way and exciting. You know, do you know what? I take mid-table every season playing exciting football, you know. But these pundits are slagging us off, saying we want more and more and more. We're not greedy. We just want the best for our team. Just want the best for the team. That's all we need. And Dan said, cheers, John, should be banned for 10 games or even jailed because of what's going on with the world. Absolutely right. I'm going along with you, Darren. I'm going along with you, mate. Got flipping COVID as well. And to do that, I think it's absolutely disgusting. can't have that in the game. You cannot have that in the game. Sorry, you cannot. So, at the end of the day, I mean, you got this COVID going on, coronavirus going on. The last thing you want to do is spit at someone. That's a horrible, disgusting thing to say, did he? Oh, never mind. I hope he learns. So, I'm going to give us another couple of minutes before I'm going to wrap it up. But thanks so much for watching this anyway. I've got quite a few people watching this live, which is great. Please, just put a like on and please subscribe to us. Tell your mates. Just say that. There's a great channel called John Sinclair, and he's fantastic. Get us on there. Tell your mates. And like I said, I've got plenty of content more to do. I might do another one next week called Answer Any Questions to Us. Yeah, I might do a 2-hour show on that, which are going to be fantastic. I'm going to try and get Claire Williams back again soon as well for a chat on the Man United corner or anything to talk about. And it'd be fantastic. And then I've got John again. I wish Clark's in the team and drop the cells. I totally agree with that. And put Shaw in midfield. He's a good going forward. Listen, he brings the ball out from the back well when it comes off. Personally, I wouldn't play Shaw in midfield. I don't want to put him there. He's better in the back. You know what I mean? So, better at the back. Because the thing is, I've seen Shaw play in midfield. Believe you me, it ain't good. I just don't think he's good there. Do you know what I mean? But I've got Claire again. Had my mum on here earlier, John. Her name is Jan. You had her comments out earlier. Had my mum. So I'll do that again. Had my mum on here earlier, John. Blah, blah, blah. Then it comes earlier. I think I did, actually. Yeah, it's a good comment. Thanks, Claire. I think I've seen it there. I found it. My friends are subdues. They say you're brilliant. Oh, thanks, Thomas. You're a good guy. I love you, man. And tell them I won't disappoint them, baby. And then we need Richie as well, 100% in every game. Listen, the guy's 32 now, Richie. To me, I think he's good in the past. But at the end of the day, if he moves on next summer, I wouldn't be in his way because he's given everything for the club. But it's a hard one for Richie. Would I keep him? I'll probably keep him in some capacity, but I think if he wants to go back to Bournemouth, I hope he goes back to Bournemouth. There you go. And Claire, we're going to lose your accent. Oh, Claire, do you know what it is? Right, I've got such a broad Northeast accent. I mean, I'm trying to tone it. It's hard, but it's hard. But I love your accents too, because I thought you was a Mancunian for a minute, and then I found out, no, you're Swansea. But Claire, I love you loads, babe. Do you know what I mean? And if you was saying something, I would have gone for you myself, because you're dynamite. So, thanks for that, Claire, anyway, babe. And yeah, I'm going to save a couple more minutes before I wrap it up as well. Probably get to 40 minutes or so, because I've got to get myself to bed at 10:30, you know. Need me sleep. And the way things go, and I can go until 1 o'clock in the morning, because I think you guys are great. And I can talk about anything I do on it. So there you go. So I'm going to wrap it up, I think, so I haven't got to go to bed. And just got one more here. What do I think of Shelby? For me, I think he's past this. He did okay in it, but he's definitely past this. And I just don't think he's the same player at the minute. He just haven't got the legs anymore. His passing's off in a minute. And his distribution of late is absolutely poor at the minute. He can't take corners. His free kicks goes over the bar. It's unbelievable, man. But for me, I just don't think he's that great anymore. And if he gets sold in the summer, I have no problems with that at all. Claire, so make sure my friends subscribe to you have a great content. Claire, you know what it is? We've got to do a show together. I want you to be my regular. Do you know what I mean? I want you to come and join us and we chat, do a live chat again, you know? Because your team's doing fantastic in a minute, man, you. And I hope you're in the league. And yeah, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that, Claire. Thanks so much indeed, babe, because you know what? You're so kind to us and I'm kind to you. I just sent you out a tweet earlier on to get you followed, so there you go. And Thomas, the show was just crap, Nannies. And John Mo said, thanks for the stream, mate. Drop a sub. John, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much indeed. You know what it is, right? It's nice to read everyone's comments, because some contents they just go over without reading it, you know what I mean? But I just love reading out people's comments, and whether it's good or bad or positive, negative, that's what it's all about. And no, it's just great. I mean, I love your comments. Just keep dropping them. Please, please, please drop a like and subscribe if you're new. And again, thanks for that, John. I appreciate that again. And I'm gonna get this off away, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna do my player ratings tomorrow for the Newcastle Leeds game, and I'm gonna do my previews on Friday with Sam Chipperfield. I'm gonna get him on as well because he wants to come on me chat, and also do a live watch along against Everton on Saturday, and boom. Fantastic. I got Claire again. We were on. Thanks, John. I hope we win the league. I'm feeling so positive about our chances. You know what it is? I think the game at City at the Etihad will be the key game. Win that game, I think the title is yours, Claire. The title is yours. But I still think City will slip up along the way. I think you got it right this season. And Tom said, instead of Murphy, we should have Emil Crap instead. Or I could say MLK. I want Emil Crap. Emil's Crap will do. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. Now I'm gonna leave it at that note. That made us laugh, baby. But listen, thanks so much for joining us again. And please, please, please like and subscribe. I'll be back on a regular basis, and I've got lots of content today. And I'm gonna do some bonus ones as well. And Dan said, anybody but the Scouts to win the league. I think Claire will be happy with that, Davin. She'd be so happy with that. And yeah, but again, thanks a lot. And I can go until 12 o'clock at night, I mean, I've got to work in the morning now. I'll be shut. But until then, babies, until then, guys, and I shall speak to you guys tomorrow. Have a good evening, and I'm out of here. Laters. Oh, just two more quick ones. Have a good night, John. Thomas, and well said, Darren. Yay! Well said, Darren. And if you do follow us, what I'll do if I get this up here, okay, and get done. Please smash the like button if you are new to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Much onto 300. I'm gone past 300 now. Twitter's JohnAFC42 and Facebook John Sinclair. Until then, guys, I've got to say, sweet dreams to you all. Thanks for joining us, and I'll speak to you again. Night-night.